What's up, dude? And here's the final episode of beck-Oween. And it's called The Devil and Homer Simpson. It's a Trip 4 episode. Yeah. Yeah. The episode starts off with Homer at work, and he's just like, "Hey, time for some donuts." And he's like, "Oh no, there's no donuts." Sorry for the good Homer, bad Homer. But then he goes to a paper which he wrote himself, which says, "Sorry, Homer, sorry, Homer, but if you eat a donut, I'm sorry, Homer, but you owe me one. Signed, Homer." And he's like, he always gets me." But then Homer said that he would sell his soul for a donut, and then Devil Ned Flanders comes and is like, "Did I hear sell your soul for a donut?" And he's like, "Flanders, you're the devil?" He's like, "It's the one you least expect." And yeah, and then Mr. Burns is like, "Who's the guy, Smith?" He's like, "The Prince of Darkness, sir. He's there at 3 o'clock." And then he's like, then he wishes for a donut. He's like, "If I eat the donut, yeah." He's like, "That he's smarter than devil. He's smarter than devil." And then there's like, "You are not smarter than me, Homer Simpson. He'll see you in double. He'll see you in HELL or H double hockey sticks." Yeah. Yeah, so then but then Homer tries donut, and he's like, hey Homer, were you trying to eat that donut?" And he's like, two HELL with you, and and then Bart, and Marge's like, "Did you eat that donut, Homer?" And he's like, "Yeah," and then Lisa and Bart come in, and then Bart's like, "Hey." That was like, "Hey, Bart," and Bart's like, "Hey," and then Lisa tries to vouch for him, but then Homer is sent to HELL or H double hockey sticks, and then where one of the gremlins feeds him donuts, and but then the devil Flanders sends Homer to court, or where he sends jury, but then Marge is able to convince them not sell Homer's soul, because Homer's soul belongs to Marge. And and yeah, this episode was really good. I love seeing Homer say he was smarter than Devil, and then Devil getting mad. I also liked how Bart said that. Give me again. Bart said that he was for some reason Bart knew the Devil Flanders. Yeah. Also, yeah. Then we do Dial Z for Zombie, where in this Trios of Horror episode, Bart and Lisa try to go, try to bring their cat back from the dead, but then they eventually get a zombie up in Springfield. Then we see groundskeeper Willie getting rid of a graveyard that was near the school, but then the zombies awaken and yeah, and then the zombies are like and then it's like, "Hey guys," and then they eat it, and then as the zombies try to break home, they break out. They see Ned as a zombie. Homer shoots him, then Bart's like, "Homer, you just shot the zombie Flanders." And then Homer's like, "He was a zombie? That means Homer would have shot Ned if he was or was not a zombie." Then they drive off. They do another spell that gets rid of all the zombies, and yeah. And there's a funny joke between two Joes, and then to Joe zombies, and then that's how the episode ends. This was a very good episode. Yeah, I really liked Devil and Homer Simpson and Dial Z for Zombie. I really liked it, and yeah, this is actually the final episode of beck-Oween, and and tomorrow I'll be starting a new week, a new Becko. A Beck-Vember. You thought that beck-Oween was done? Actually, it is done for this year. But tomorrow I will be reviewing the first episode. I'll be reviewing the first episode of The Simpsons. Yeah, the first ever episode of The Simpsons season 1. Yeah, season